How you doing? I'm Ty Knight here for TK24 Sports, and we're here to talk about Arsenal's defeat at Manchester United, losing 3-1. That's right, 3-1. They didn't get battered, but the scoreline made it feel it got battered. But before we get into that show, let me tell you this. Tuesday, Wednesday, Champions League returns, and now I'm happy to announce we are going to be covering those games. When I say covering those games, we're going to do a bit of reporting on it, so make sure you like and subscribe and you turn that notification on so you don't miss those shows every time we upload. But wait, it gets better. Thursday, Europa League returns, and guess who's back? Arsenal back in Europe. Hallelujah. It's not the Champions League, but hey, beggars can't be choosers. So on Thursday, you tune in for those shows as well. So like, subscribe, and turn that notification on. But even then, it gets even better. Friday, more content. Saturday, more content. Sunday, more content. What I'm trying to say to you is every single day there's going to be content dropping. So whilst you are looking and watching on your mobile phone, swear like this, hit that subscribe, hit that like button if you're so kind, and turn that notification on because that's the most important part as well. So every time we upload, you will know. Okay, let's get into this one. So my thoughts are this, and it's very quick. Arsenal played well in spells of the game. The first 15 minutes, yes, they were a bit ragged, didn't get too composed, the moment was there, but this time I saw a difference. Apart from a bit of naivety and stupidity, 3 times we showed it in the game, 3 times we got punished, and I guess that's what happens if you don't keep your head. But one thing I could take from this, forget about the Martinelli incident. Arsenal played well in certain moments, but one thing I want to see against Everton at home, as long as Smith Rowe is fit, I repeat, as long as Smith Rowe is fit, he did pick up an injury doing a warm down at Old Trafford. I want to see Martin Odegaard step back next to Granit Xhaka and have Smith Rowe or Fabio Vieira, because he looks like he's hungry to take shots from anywhere in that position. Smith Rowe could do exactly what Christian Eriksen done to Arsenal yesterday, cut teams apart with some great passing. Martin Odegaard is more dangerous deeper than he is going forward. I think he actually is more of a liability going forward in that final third than he is with his further back. Further back, he can play make, he can roll around the pitch and look for openings and play those 1-2s. While he's on that right-hand side next to Saka, the thing is them two have got a connection that's beautiful, don't get me wrong. But they like to play 1-2s to each other, and that hampers us. Hampers us for crosses in the box, hampers us for taking shots at goal. They look for each other every single time, and it's like, hey, you know there's like 8 other guys on the pitch, and you two are just playing with each other. So that's what I want to see, is Arteta make a few adjustments and don't be so predictable. Also swap Martinelli and Saka, put them on their favourite foot on the position of the pitch. Martinelli's right-footed, Saka's left-footed. Saka on the left, Martinelli on the right. It makes sense. Why? Because when we can go down the wings, we can cross that ball in first time. Gabriel Jesus is a nuisance. We saw that against Rafael Varane. He had a torrid time. They didn't know what to do with him. The ball's going up in the air. Gabriel Jesus is backing his body into him. He's smaller, but he's strong like an ox. And that is what we need to do. Get those balls in the box first time. Let's cause some havoc. Let's cause some mayhem. Because if that ball is going to be ping-ponging around in the 18-yard box, we will have a Smith Rowe, a Vieira, a Martinelli, or a Saka waiting to pick up the scraps. That's where we need to go. Moving forward, Gabriel Magalhaes has to learn to stay on his feet. He costs us time and time and time again. Every time he goes rashing in, he picks up a booking, he misses the ball, and then we lose possession, and then we get carved open. And this is what happened yesterday at Old Trafford. So it's time that we sat down with him and said, listen, you've got to chill right now. And maybe it's time to bring in Rob Holding next to Saliba. Maybe we can see something solid where Rob Holding is a bit calm. He may not be your favourite player, but right now, Magalhaes has to learn a lesson, and bringing in Rob Holding next to Saliba could bring a bit of calmness. And also bringing back in Tomiyasu. I like Tomiyasu. He may not get forward all the time, but he's solid, he's dependable and reliable. I'm not saying Ben White is at right back. Ben White is a solid player, but I like Tomiyasu. I like the stature of him. I like the height of him. I like the build of him. And he just gives us something a bit more solid. And in the air, he's good. Now, Zinchenko, what do I like about him? Everything. But maybe we need to be a bit more solid. Maybe take Sambi out. Maybe keep Odegaard in. Bring Zinchenko in to the midfield and let's see what he can do. Could it be a solid partnership with Granit Xhaka? But we know Mikel Arteta likes to have a left foot and a right foot next to each other for the fluidity. But hey, if the guy is technically good, he can make it happen. So maybe bring a Zinchenko in next to Granit Xhaka, or maybe bring a Martin Odegaard next to Granit Xhaka. What's your thoughts? This is the part where you need to come in now and give me your thoughts on what I've said. If what I said, is it blasphemy? Is it outlandish? Is it not right? Keep Sambi in there for his growth? Or maybe we do need to keep it funky, keep it moving, and keep the teams guessing on how we're going to have and use our personnel going forward. What about Marquinhos? There's something about this guy that we haven't seen yet. But in the under-21s, yes, it's totally different to how it is in the Premier League. But maybe we should utilize him. Let's see what he can bring. Let's see the dynamics. Maybe we'll get to see him on Thursday. Again, like I said, we're bringing back the Europa League show. So that's why you need to like, subscribe, and turn that notification on. So every time we upload, you won't miss a show. But apart from that, Arsenal didn't take a battering. 3 big mistakes cost us 3 points. That's what it was. And the lack of finishing cost us as well. Martin Odegaard, as I said, a liability in the 18-yard box as we're going forward. But anyway, if you like this portion of the show, like, subscribe, turn the notification on. Looking forward to seeing you guys tomorrow for the Champions League. For Tuesday, Wednesday, Europa League on a Thursday. Premier League, Saturday, Sunday. Look forward to seeing you soon. Thanks for watching. Take care.